Well, hello and welcome to the winter show of the Ballater Gallery. Here we are, coming towards the middle of December. We're all set up with a wonderful new selection of paintings for the winter show from Robert Kelsey and Linda Park. Landscapes right through to incredible Marion Drummond still life catch of the day, down to our newest signing, Clive Ramage's Rattray Head Lighthouse. Many more goodies here for Christmas, ideas for gifts, ideas for investments, long-term investments and presents for yourself. Come on in. Right, well, it's great to be inside. It's getting a little bit chilly outside. It's not as bad as it was. So this is the winter newsletter, or the Christmas newsletter of the Ballater Gallery. So what are we going to be talking about here? We're just going to be doing what we've been continuing through the whole of lockdown, and it seems to have been popular that you've enjoyed hearing about what's been sold, hearing about what people are snapping up, hearing about what's popular, and perhaps current trends. Also in the Christmas newsletter, we're hopefully going to give you some ideas for gifts, investments for the future, and I'm sitting here next to this David Meredith ceramic sculpture, which is a total one-off, and this is new because literally hundreds of you I know have collected the David Meredith bronzes, but this is new. This is him actually doing one-off sculptures with ceramic, total one-offs, about 67 by 38 centimetres, quite a big piece, but only £1,990. If that was a bronze, it would probably be about £8,000. So anyway, I'm going to talk to you about various things here. We're going to be talking, as I say, about what's been sold, what's new, and I'll be up and down a little bit here and there. Tom, if you would like to take onto the easel right behind you the Anne Oram painting, which is brand new and is called October Flowers. It's gorgeous. Anne Oram's right at the top of her game, particularly, she maybe won't like me saying it, but I think she is phenomenal at flowers. I'm not trying to say she's not good at landscapes or plenty of architectural paintings, but I think she is brilliant at flowers, and particularly watercolours and oils. Talking about Anne, I know a lot of people are interested. Anne actually, part of her growing up was in Ballater, and then she moved north. She now lives down in the borders. But what we sold two important paintings by Anne in the last month. One was called Table with Chinese Lanterns, and the other one was called I think it was maybe A Wee Jug, but I might have got that wrong. But certainly the Chinese Lanterns painting was a really terrific painting. Next to the Anne Oram, talking about flowers, the gallery isn't full of flower paintings. The reason why that is because we're going to be offering a flower show as we start the new year. But this gorgeous new painting by Marion Drummond is called Summer Arrangement, and we felt it was such a beauty we had to put it into the summer show. Marion sold two paintings in the last month, lilies at £6,000 and pink lilies at £7,000. But again, talking about Marion, who again is pretty famous for her flowers, go right to the top, Tom, and have a look at these two cracking small paintings, 12 by 12s of flowers for the table to the right and primrose roses to the left, 12 by 12s in gorgeous frames and just £1,400. Going down here, I know I jump around a bit. We've got two new Glen Schoolers, which Tom will let you see both of them there. We've sold two paintings by Glen Schooler in the last month. One was called Light in Studio, and it was a £14,900 painting. And we also sold a hen house winter scene painting. The reason I mention this to you is that both of these brand new Glen Schoolers are only £1,500, which gives you a real idea how you can get in at the starting level of big name artists here without going into the £10,000, £15,000 mark. Look at the Iain Faulkners, which have just arrived here. You just need to look at the website and see everything that we've sold by Iain Faulkner. Now, we are his only gallery, apart from London and New York and Bologna. So it looks fabulous, doesn't it? Bologna, New York, London, Ballater. And these, we've got 5 small paintings. 4 of them have literally just arrived. And in day 1, the Lake Como painting has sold. These are all for the winter show. And, you know, £6,000 for a Faulkner. There is no secret that in an auction recently, an Iain Faulkner painting sold for £40,000. So again, it's giving you the opportunity to get in at the starting level of Faulkners. What else is sold here? You know, we were talking just earlier about Michael Clark. Michael Clark's paintings have some simplicity, but gosh, they're classy. And, you know, if you take a detour, Tom, just to the 2 Michael Clark paintings, the Golfers and then the Venice painting. As we're talking, 3 paintings by Michael Clark have also sold in the last month. Bordeaux bottles, and the Golfer with Junior Caddy. So I think they will be dropping in as we're talking. The people that are buying these are often clever investors, but they're often people who are confident collectors, because some people come in and say, oh, that's pretty simple. There's nothing simple about them. It's clever because of the simplicity in the painting. Moving on to, you know, I'm going to sit here, but I am going to walk around in a second. I would like to talk about the 2 new paintings by Dale Bisland. If you could have a look at these, Tom. We've not managed to have paintings by Dale for quite a while, so we've got Dishwasher's View and we've got Silent Supper. Now, they arrived a few weeks ago, and it's the phenomenal wintry scene of almost looking through a window where a table's set for 2 or maybe 4, and it's the warmth. You know, somebody said to me, it's like a view in an Edinburgh Newtown basement flat, and this one up here could be a view in any country. Looking out, you've got the fairy liquid, you've got the kitchen towel roll, and then you're looking out to that table set in a lovely summer scene. Dale's very, very clever. I would like to sort of take a little bit of a detour around the gallery again. As I say, we have the flower show coming up. Look at the Cecilia Cardiff painting up at the top. It's called Glorious. It is 60 by 60 centimetres, which is probably about 80 by 80 centimetres. Cecilia sells like hotcakes here, and here are 2 new paintings, not even unpacked, for the winter show. We've got Promises and we've got Summer Dreaming. Great for gifts, and only about £1,400. If you, Tom, could have a look at the Joe Hargan painting, the big one there, because I would like to talk to people. Joe Hargan has had massive success here. Whilst you have a look at this painting, which is called Whodunit, the little bit of the story here, the lady is pointing at the cake stand, accusatively, if that's or accusingly. Whodunit? I think you might find it's this little chap down here. Talking about Joe Hargan paintings, what's been selling by Joe? Everything we've had by Joe Hargan has sold. Birthday Boy, Hair of the Dog, all sold. Let's look at what I've just hung this morning. This is causing reaction already. Hung this morning, it is gorgeous. It is called A Place of Your Own. There is no Mr. Sniffy, there is no ballet dancer. This painting is, I think it's 44 inches, which is roughly about, it's more than 4 feet, including the frame, so it's probably about 54 inches. The colours, the cleverness are just phenomenal, and at £8,800, the gold leaf, these won't hang around for too long. Have a look at the George Birrell 3 while we're up there, please, Tom. George Birrell, again, has been hugely successful here. We sold a fabulous painting called The Fisherman Houses. It was about 5,000 within minutes of arriving. And the 3 paintings which we currently have are Midwind to the right, Harbour Doors to the left, and Pier Houses down below. Pier Houses has actually been here for about a month. But I just want you to really understand everything that's been going on. I'll take you here to this brand new painting. We don't even have a tag for it. This is called Araseek Sunset. So there's another brand new painting just arrived, an important big painting by, I've forgotten the name, it's in the one in the window. And but Araseek Sunset here is gorgeous. It's about 3 feet and it's 4,500. I know Araseek quite well from my previous life. And I think the way he's captured it is just quite amazing. The yachts in the background and the colours and the beautiful frame. It's a painting that could live with you forever, going to different houses. It's a nice size. It's an above the mantelpiece size of a painting. Looking over here, Tom, at the Liz Knox painting, I will go back to just mention that Robert Kelsey, one of his paintings called Deserted Beach, Harris, sold in 2 days of arriving. Anyway, without waffling on about Robert too much, the Liz Knox painting here is called The Watcher. Now, Liz doesn't like to call her paintings still life. They have so much more in them. 2 of her paintings sold in the last month since we last spoke. Paraphernalia with Shoes, gorgeous painting, sold in minutes. Sunflowers and Windows, sold to a friend of mine who lives just outside Aberdeen, and my goodness, that painting transformed his living room, or not transformed it, finished it off especially beautifully. So by Liz Knox. We're getting ready, as I say, well, almost everything's been hung, but look at this new painting. We have a new artist, Clive Ramage. This is a gorgeous painting of St. Monans, and next to it, we're just looking to hang these fabulous new paintings by Alison Cowan. Everybody knows we sell lots of Alison Cowan paintings. She's got this very, very clever style of painting with massively thick acrylics. And we've got 3 of these. These won't be around for long, only £440. So again, these paintings sell a lot. Just for a second, Tom, if we talk about what's been selling. You know, everybody says, oh, David Smith, I wish I'd gone for that one, I wish I'd gone for that one. David Smith is a massively successful artist at his London gallery and here as well. And, you know, we sold a painting called North Star Malig within 1 day. 1 day of arriving, because I knew exactly who wanted it. Gorgeous boat. I have some friends who've got very close friends who've got a holiday house in Malig. I knew they wanted it. We have the Crofts on Iona sold quickly, and then his fish, the Hebridean mackerel, all sold. Have a look, Tom, at the fish up there. That's actually been here for a month. I'm amazed that painting hasn't sold. Mackerel in a golden sea, but because of David Smith's popularity, we're always getting new paintings. And if you have a look down below, Tom, at this fabulous salmon nets at Appin. I know Appin pretty well, I don't know if you do, but Appin's sort of between Oban and Fort William. I sold in my previous life the Aird's Hotel and the Pier House, all at Port Appin. And it's the different ways that David, as an avid mountaineer, avid climber, cyclist, he captures the light when he's painting en plein air. Look around here, Tom, just to look at these 2, brand new in for the winter show. 2 Denzians of the Deep and a fabulous turquoise lobster, which would just go beautifully in a kitchen in particular. We're talked about Andrew Thompson, who we've sold lots and lots of paintings for. Look at the 2 lovely paintings which have just arrived here. We've got the rose at the bottom, we've got the primula at the top. The primula's only £600 and the rose, I think, is £800. Going back to talk about some of the other artists, and I don't really know what, you know, we've spoken about Linda Park before. We've got a gorgeous painting in the window by Linda. If you have a look here, small paintings, a rugged shoreline at Elgol and Skye. Look closely, Tom, for a second at that painting. And the thickness again of the oil. we can't say too much more about Linda apart from the way she really captures through her own experiences on the West Coast, sometimes the East Coast. We sold a gorgeous painting of Ely within minutes again. I wanted to talk about Gordon Wilson. We've sold 4 Gordon Wilson paintings in the last week alone. And but some of his paintings like Snowdrop and The Kaleidoscope Blind, Her Majesty, Betty in the Bath, these have all sold very, very quickly. And if you have a look at 2 of Gordon's new paintings for the winter show, Button Ben Floral Cacophony and Cobalt Cacophony. Get to watch some of these words if you've had a Christmas sherry, haven't you? Anyway, somebody said to me, David, have you any more ceramics by Chris Taylor? We haven't. You know, the beautiful big vases and jugs that we had, they've all sold out. Have we got specific bronzes by David May? They've all sold out. But let me know what you're looking for. This is the whole point of these videos, to let you know what's happening, what's selling. So in fact, numerous people had asked about Tim Coburn. You know, Tim Coburn, we had no paintings for a while, now we've got 5. And I think because the price point is so good for original works by him at between £400 and £750, they don't hang around for long. Big names, you know, here as well. We were talking about Iain Faulkner, we've been talking about Glenn Schooler. Look at this painting here, we only have one left, and it is just class by Jack Morocco. The Silver Teapot and the Rhododendrons. You know, we've sold Water Lily's Morning Studies, we've sold Mandolin and Saltimbanque and Café Passage des Bornes in Palma. So 4 arrived a few weeks ago, 3 are away. This won't hang around. You know, 8,500, it is glorious. And talking again about the big names, have a look at the Christine Mcarthur painting here, Tom, which is brand new. Christine's been on a run. We sold one of her fabulous cacti paintings just last week. Somebody called Christine Mcarthur the artist. It's the very sophisticated, discerning artist that really, a buyer rather, that gets Christine's work. Mind you, that's a bit big-headed because I love her work. Look here, Tom, would you please, just at the new Kirsty Withers for the winter show. They are small but perfectly formed, fuchsia and ferns. Kirsty's had again a real run with us on big paintings, and we're due to have a largest landscape arriving soon. These are gorgeous. I'm just going to talk about one more painting, Tom, just above the big Joe Hargan. Morning Light, this is newly arrived for the winter show. Again, I have to fight like tooth and nail with Stephen Mangan to get new work. And this Morning Light at 3,800. You know, Stephen Mangan's work sells so well at auction. I think that's one of the problems. We're having difficulty getting hold of it. And sorry, the problem is, I think he doesn't paint to the numbers of some of the other artists. So there's a very distinct lack of his paintings available in galleries and in the market on the whole. So that's a little bit about what's been going on in the Ballater Gallery. I'm going to finish up here now, and I think I'll stand next to this beautiful Ann Oram with the Dale Bislands behind and the Joe Hargans at the window. But hopefully this little tour of the winter show at the Ballater Gallery has given you a bit of a feel. I know many of you won't be wanting to make a trip up from Edinburgh and Glasgow and wherever to Ballater, but we'll still come to you. We've got time. John, my courier, Paul, the other courier, they can come down to you. We'll come to you, we'll deliver, we can get things to you over the Christmas and New Year period, no problem at all. The plan is, for the next few months, we're going to be open 7 days per week, but to be perfectly honest, we're open 24/7. So I would like to say to everybody on the mailing list, we've got 2 important things. We've got the winter catalogue out. If you're on the mailing list, which you probably are if you're watching this video, it should drop through the post. If it hasn't, within the next 2 weeks, let us know and we'll send one to you. Then we'll have the flower show in January. We're very advanced in finalising this. That's why there's a few floral paintings have arrived, like this one, and the Marion Drummond beside me. So there will be the winter catalogue in December, then look out for the flower show catalogue mid-January probably. Plenty going on here, and get in touch with us, and as ever, we'll do our best for you. In the meantime, happy Christmas everyone.